Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Watching the National Series race from the streets of Chicago. Again, we started here 2 laps to go in the race, 2 laps to go in regulation. Got Connor Zilic and Shane Van Gisbergen on the front row. Sheldon Creed, Austin Hill, row 2. Sammy Smith and Jesse Love, row 3. Nick Sanchez and Sam Mayer, row 4. Then Austin Green and I think Josh Williams, row 5. So that's really impressive for Austin Green, Josh Williams, and Brendan Poole up here and towards the top 10. You're gonna hit the restart zone now with 2 laps to go. Connor Zilic on the inside, SVG on the outside. They're gonna be swapping lanes here going on turn 1. Oh, contact there between the two of them. Zilic was almost clear of SVG. Oh, contact there between the 9 and the 88. Oh, Zilic goes on the wall. Zilic goes on the wall by Shane Van Gisbergen. They're 3 right for second. Oh, Zilic just made that look. He made it 3 wide. He kept it 3 wide, and he made able to get by Austin Hill, Sheldon Creed. Now Creed put the crossover on him for second. And Zilic is going to hold on to the spot. You have to go single file to this part of the track. 2 wide is just too sketchy. SVG won the pole for both races, for both the Cup and National Series races. Now he's getting ready. To try to win this National Series race for the second year in a row. Ooh, sideways. I think that was Sam Mayer. Coming off of, Sammy Smith blocking Nick Sanchez for 5th, protecting the inside there. Connor Zilic is tracking down SVG little by little. Coming with the white flag this time by. Shane Van Gisbergen, the man that nobody knew, but because of the Chicago Street Race winning in his Cup Series debut, Zilic slipped there in turn 11 or turn 12. White flag is in the final lap for Shane Van Gisbergen. They're side by side in the back for 5th there between Sammy Smith and Jesse Love. Or 6th, excuse me. But Connor Zilic is tracking down Shane Van Gisbergen. The 2 Trackhouse drivers, both drive for GM Motorsports for the next 2 weekends. Zilic full time. Head into turn 4 for the final time. And down the back straightaway. Zilic is there. Both the 9 and the 88 are pulling away from Sheldon Creed. But Zilic is hanging there with the veteran. The street racer from New Zealand. Made his Cup Series debut in 2023 on the streets of Chicago. Nobody ever knew this guy. Nobody knew how to pronounce his name. But as he heads into turn 8, coming up on turn 8, with a miracle of the young kid who's only 18 years old, now going to be 19 soon, could possibly be in line to be teammates in the Cup Series next year. Heading to turn 11 for the final time. Connor Zilic, as they come up to the bridge in turn 12. Connor Zilic, I think, is just too far back to make a move. Lock up the white flag of Zilic, but it's not going to be enough. To the checker flag, Shane Van Gisbergen is a winner again on the streets of Chicago. Connor Zilic 2nd, Sheldon Creed 3rd, Austin Hill 4th, and Nick Sanchez runs out the top 5. Won the pole for both races. Now he's going to try to win both races this weekend on the streets of Chicago. Very deserving for SVG. He had to work for it today because of his young teammate Connor Zilic. It was going to be a threat. Jesse Love, give him congratulations. That both were rocking Red Bull WeatherTech cars. Both ended up 1-2. Both ended up fighting for the win. Really, really awesome to see. So this is the restart. See, Zilic was clear for a split second, but SVG just filled the hole. contact there, and then pushed him wide. But this was really impressive by Zilich. Still was able to keep it 3 wide, although he made a little, had to check up a little there. But yeah, that was really impressive for Zilich to hold on to second there. He tracked down SVG, but it was just too late. He really couldn't really find a good place to make a move. This is on board with Zilich on the restart. See, they made contact right there. See, he was clear for a split second right there. He could. It would just been. I think Zilich making that move. It would have been too sketchy. I think it would have both ended up getting whacked. So I think Zilich made the right move, not blocking the 9, but just nothing he could do. But SVG has won. Woo! Knocked the cameraman down. That was close. SVG has now won, in every race, at least one race every single year that NASCAR's been in Chicago. As he burns it down doing donuts on the front stretch, right before the start-finish line. This is impressive. He's still going. Really impressive. That was really impressive. My man was doing donuts. Like perfect donuts. That's awesome. But Alonso is getting popped by his pit crew member. As SVG climbs out of the car and celebrates. Very, very awesome to see that SVG is. He's won basically one race every single year. The Cup race in 2023, the National Series race last year, and then now the National Series race today. But like last year, you're gonna try to do the sweep on the streets of Chicago. I think he could have got it done last year, but Chase Briscoe happened. So I think he has a good chance of doing it again. This time, as he'd be starting on the pole tomorrow for the Cup race. Try to get a second win there in the Cup Series. As he gets the checker flag. And he gets to celebrate. Looks like they're not going to interview him. Looks like they're going to go old school. We're going to interview him in Victory Lane. I like that. And there's Konzich coming home second. Jesse Love was 6th. Ooh, yeah, got the wall pretty good there. Sammy Smith 7th, Sam Mayer 8th, Austin Green 9th, Brendan Poole 10th, Josh Williams 11th, Alex Obey 12th, Harrison Bone 13th, Dean Thompson 14th, Christian Eckes 15th, Carson Caldwell 16th, I think Thomas Nunziata was 17th. I didn't quite catch who was 18th. Showed a Creek coming home 3rd. He needed this good one. He was tied on the cutoff line heading into this race. They deserve the creed. Now, Blaine Perkins was 18th. Dale Dye was 19th. Kyle Sieg was 20th. Brandon Jones 21st. Cass Guard 22nd. Justin Allgaier 23rd. Parker Etzloff 24th. Ryan Ellis 25th. Connor Mosack 26th. Jeb Burton 27th. Matt Benedetto 28th. And Preston Porter's 29th, Brad Perez 30th, Jimmy Clemens 31st, Jack Perkins 32nd, Andre Castro 33rd, Taylor Gray 34th, Josh Blicky 35th, Anthony Alfredo 36th, William Swatch 37th, and Ryan Sieg runs out the field. Now SVG is we're gonna go old school here. We're gonna have a Victory Lane interview. As SVG climbs out of the car and celebrates, which this is his 4th career win in the Nash Series, all on road courses. I can't remember the last time there was a Victory Lane interview. Very deserving, especially for someone like Shane Van Gisbergen, who's become a crowd favorite here at the Chicago Street Race. Gonna try to go for the sweep for the 2nd year in a row. Couldn't get it done last year. See if he can get it done this year with tomorrow of the Cup race. And hopefully weather will stay away. And hopefully we get at least a dry race in the streets of Chicago. We'll see how it goes. Cup race at Chicago tomorrow. Like I said, hopefully weather stays away. SVG on the pole again. Michael McDowell seems to be pretty quick. Seemed like he was pretty fast in the 5 and 10 lap averages. So McDowell's gonna be probably a threat tomorrow for the Cup race. But SVG is gonna try to make it a little bit of a challenge. But it should be interesting to see how 2 workhorse wingers and also 8 jump dingers gonna be in the field as well. So 3 workhorse wingers. Gonna be very interesting to see how those 3 are gonna battle each other on the track. I'm looking forward to it. That's gonna do it for me, y'all. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share the video, ring the little bell so you can notify when I upload. Congratulations to Shane Van Gisbergen picking up his 4th career win in the Nash Series, 2nd on the streets of Chicago, 2nd in 3 years, and gonna try to do something that hasn't been done in almost 10 years. Which is sweep the poles and the races in the same weekend. I believe Kyle Busch was the one that did it in 2016. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how that goes. Alright guys, I'll catch y'all in the next one. See ya.